Well, I mean, you don't do too many. How many interview videos?
I don't do a lot of interview videos,
Yeah.
but what's up, guys? It's Hummy Hit VTech here, and I'm back with another video. We're here with the 2002 Acura TL, the 6-speed converted, and we're here with the owner. So let's get into it and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Ray. I'm the owner of the 6-speed converted white diamond pearl Acura TL base. Love this car. I've had it for 5 years.
So you got this car when we were still working at Honda, right?
Yep.
So that was like what, 2014?
Yeah, 14. So
Well,
that'd be
when you-
actually
so-
a little bit longer.
When you bought the car, you got it running. Was it running?
Yep. Running. Just didn't move. Wouldn't drive under its
and
own power.
It was automatic transmission, and it had the stock TL transmission in it. And what were some of the problems you were having right out the gate with the car?
Well, when I got it, it didn't even move. It was on its way up here from Jersey. Buddy's sister was driving up here, trying to quit. Had to get towed in. Needed a transmission. Couple $1,000s worth of work.
All right,
you
so
know.
we changed the transmission on this car a couple of times. So talk us through the first transmission that you tried putting in the car, and what did we do?
We went and got a V6 transmission out of an 03 Accord V6 or an 04 Accord V6. I'm sorry. That one actually didn't end up working properly. The torque converter was a little too small. Flywheel was a little bit smaller. Don't use the 04. We then went with an 07 Accord automatic transmission. That one worked great. In time, it started failing.
Wait a minute. I remember we add a transmission cooler too, right?
To the 07 transmission.
Okay, so we put the
Because
07
it started failing.
Yep, it started to fail. We put an aftermarket. We just made our own lines,
Yep.
and that helped a little bit, right?
Yep.
And
all we did was take off the
and-
ATF warmer and reroute the hoses.
And we were doing all this while we worked at Honda, and we had access to genuine Honda fluids.
Yep.
And still, the transmission, eventually just didn't want to,
Nope.
didn't want to hold up.
Nope.
So, would you recommend anyone even keep automatic transmissions in these
Nope.
TLs?
Nope.
Definitely just.
That's the Trinity to get. If so, an Odyssey transmission, that'll work as well. But I would just,
So.
they're ticking time bombs.
Right off the bat, Ray's definitely suggesting, because he doesn't want you guys to go through what he went through, and it's a lot of work to keep changing the transmission out.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, if you're going to get a second gen TL, do not stick with the automatic transmission.
Nope.
All right, so let's talk about what you did as far as the 6-speed manual conversion. What route did you go with?
I purchased a donor car. It was the cheapest way to do it. I mean, there were swaps online, $1,200, $1,300. I got a full CL Type S, a running car, wrecked for $465. $650 shipped to Utica, New York.
The entire car, that's the wiring,
Everything.
even the wheels, everything.
We
So,
drove it into where we did the swap.
nice. So basically, what Ray did was he had the whole car. We stripped the whole car, and you actually have the motor from the CL Type S in your car now.
Yep.
And your car's base.
Yep.
So his 2002 Acura TL is a base model, but you gotta understand he has the J32 A2?
Yep.
So he has the J32 A2 out of the CL. Not only does he have the 6-speed manual transmission, but he also has the entire engine too.
Now, the CL Type S does have upgraded cams in that engine from the factory.
So it's a better.
They did now supersede to the same cam, but if you had original 6-speed cams, it is a better cam than the A2
Okay.
automatic motor.
Okay. So basically, people want to know is if they can't. Not everybody can just buy a wrecked CL.
No.
If they can, some of them they're hard to find.
Nope.
So
You gotta have somebody with a dealer's license.
what can the people do to do the swap that you did without buying the whole car? You're gonna need what? The transmission, definitely.
Transmission, engine.
You're gonna need
No, not even engine.
not even the engine, but The transmission, you're gonna need the
got
clutch,
the torque mounts.
you're gonna need the clutch, flywheel,
flywheel.
You're gonna need the axles,
Master cylinder,
the midshaft and the
slave
axles.
cylinder, axles.
Now this car has a two-piece front subframe, and I think the front half of the subframe is different when you have a manual, right? The front half.
Actually, it was slightly different because the 6-speed manual has torque mounts.
So do you think
they're actual little shocks?
Do you think they can get away with just changing the front half of the subframe, or should they change?
Probably.
The manual has a different mounting system. Slightly, it has a little shock absorber on the side of the mount. You will see that when you get in there, but definitely you're gonna want the transmission mounts, the shifter cables, the front half of the subframe, the front subframe, the axles, the midshaft, and
you're gonna need clutch pedal.
Yeah. You're gonna need the clutch and the gas pedal.
Master, slave cylinder, clutch, brake, and gas pedal. I mean, because the brake pedal's obviously smaller in the 6-speed. I mean, you can probably trim it, but I'm not really sure.
What are you running for a center console? Because your car used to be automatic.
So I use the full CL Type S center console, so it actually looks factory in there.
And you told me earlier you're running the CL Type S dashboard too, right?
CL Type S dashboard.
Ray used to have a beige cream interior leather.
I hated it.
And now he converted the car.
It was stained, ugly.
He converted the car to about 85% black, minus the seatbelts are still cream. The carpet and the headliner are still cream, but majority of the car is black interior.
Black.
So yes, the CL dash will fit in your TL.
Same exact fitment.
So what do you?
The CL front seats are even in it.
Yeah, he has CL front seats too.
Yep.
So all right. So we talked about engine mounts, brackets and stuff like
Bracketry.
that. Bracketry. Let's talk about wiring. What wiring harness should they run?
So I feel like I took the easiest way out. I literally stripped both cars completely.
Yep.
I literally just moved the harness from the CL to the TL. There's people on there they're tapping it in and they're working fine. There's no problem, no doubt about it. I just kind of took the easiest way out. So I unfortunately don't have power to the rear door locks or windows, but it's not really a big deal to me because nobody's ever back there. I wired the speakers back there, but like I said, I took the whole wiring from the CL, so there's other ways to do it, and you can actually find that on Acura forums. There's a lot of people that have done this. I just felt that was the easiest way for me at the time.
So you have it. He took the wiring out of the CL and basically took 2-door coupe wiring and put it in 4-door sedan wiring. And he just got rid of the TL. The entire wiring of this car is from the CL.
Yep. The wheelbase isn't much different, so everything really fit. Like it wasn't, we didn't have to stretch wires, nothing really.
So
put the battery in the trunk with ease as well.
So, let's talk about your car has some of the suspension parts and the frame parts from the CL, right? So you have front knuckles from a CL.
Front and rear subframes, along with gas tank, control arms, everything. Everything is from the CL.
So basically what we're saying is a TL is the sedan version of the CL.
It's the same thing.
So you guys can definitely be reassured that all the stuff fits. Like he even had the wheels on here, the brakes and everything. All that stuff.
The brakes, everything.
Fits. Dashboard, everything. All
My
fits
TL coilovers bolted right up to the old subframe mounts. No problem.
So no problems with that. They're practically the same car. The TL just has 2 more doors. And let's just talk about the car now. What do you have on the exterior as far as mods? I see you don't have the OEM lip kit. You just have the stock base bumpers.
Yeah. I'm not personally a huge fan of the OEM lip kit.
That's like it's one of the only lips you can get.
It's kind of just too much body kitish to me. I'm just not a fan.
Early 2000s car, so they're coming out of the racer era, so they designed the lip kit to be like that. And unfortunately, that's one of the only lip kits you can really get is even worth buying.
Yep. But, so I have. As funny as it sounds, I have side splitters from a 2006 Mustang. The front lip is from a 2006 WRX STI. And the top one splitters are from a 2006 RSX Type S.
That's pretty much all he's got done to the exterior.
Nothing really.
Got
Just
OEM headlights.
'07 base wheels.
Yep.
I got my Type S waffles up there that were refinished.
Definitely, those are going on in the car.
Yep.
Those
are literally brand new.
Basically, Ray's car is kind of like the OEM Plus build. That's what it is, the OEM Plus, and it looks great. It's a clean car, and you see this coming down the street, it just looks clean. It's not all overdone.
It will be supercharged or turbocharged.
Yes, we're gonna get into
at some point.
One more thing, exhaust system. What are you running for an exhaust, and what car did it come off of?
The exhaust is actually a ATLP exhaust for a 2003 Type S Acura TL, factory headers, and I think honestly it's a eBay cat delete.
eBay cat delete.
Yep.
Now, are you running the exhaust manifold from the CL swap?
Yes.
And that fit perfectly in the TL?
Yes. Yep. The 6-speed headers are different than the automatic headers.
So you're not running a factory cat right now?
No, there is no cat on it.
There's no cat.
No cat.
But did you ever have a cat on it?
Yep.
And it also bolted up?
Yep.
The CL? So
the TL and the CL cat were the same. The headers are different.
The headers are different, okay.
Yep.
Here you guys go. What are you running for suspension?
Tane street basis. Cheap, but it has an OEM feel.
Definitely, if you're looking for that slammed look, don't.
This is as low as it goes.
Yeah, as low as this car is.
It is bottomed out right now.
Okay.
But it's fine for me. I don't like I don't like being on the ground. I like it functional. It drives like it's got factory suspension right now.
All right. So what about cruise control? Does your car still have cruise control?
Yep.
Cruise
Everything
control,
is functional.
Power steering,
power steering,
AC,
air conditioning, sunroof,
heated seats, keyless entry.
It
all works.
Power trunk.
It all works.
Everything.
And that's the benefit of just taking wiring from one car, putting it into another car.
Yep.
Now I know people are gonna wonder about this. So you're running the CL ECU, and are you using the key from the CL?
Yes.
Now
I'm using the key and the mobilizer from the CL.
So you're using the key from the CL. What issues did you have as far as like programming the VIN to the ECU?
I didn't actually. I have a Snap-on Solus, so it can actually program the new VIN to that computer. So the actual real VIN number is programmed to that CL computer. So I have no problems with it.
To help you guys understand that, he's running the CL computer, but he wrote the VIN from his TL to the computer via the Snap-on Solus.
So there is no issues.
So there's no issues, and the car passes New York State emissions perfectly.
Yep. Every year, no problem.
Everything works, monitors set.
Yep.
So that's the turnkey swap, guys. Now I can't really... There's other ways to do this swap, but I am only talking about Ray's method. That's why I came to his house talking about his car. That's the way he did it. He took the wiring from another car and put it in there, and then he tweaked a couple of things. Yes, the rear doors don't work.
They lock manually.
And the windows.
Good enough for me.
The windows don't go down, but obviously, this car is a modified car now. We could eventually get into it and pin it out and figure it out, but right now,
which we probably will.
Right now, the 2-door wiring doesn't have no type of provisions to add 2 more doors in the back, so you would have to get really creative with that. That's something we kind of figure out down the road, but right now, the car runs and drives, and it's been running for... We did the manual swap in, 2016?
Yep.
And it's been fine for the past, 4 years?
Yep.
It's been perfect.
I've had to do a clutch. I did bend a couple valves.
One thing that I want to get
Rebuilt
into...
the head.
In the first video that I posted, we had just put a new clutch, an OEM clutch in the car, but Ray misshift, right?
Yep.
And you over-revved, and he slightly bent a valve because he was always getting a misfire code. He was always getting a misfire code, and so in that video, the car pulled that hard with a bent valve. The car has compression now. It doesn't misfire. And we're
cylinder 4 was at 95 psi.
Yeah, we're ready to either add a turbo or a supercharger to this car. So let us know in the comments vote if you guys want him to go supercharged or if you want him to go turbo.
And we will make another video for that.
There's a lot of options. You can get an adapter plate to go on top of your intake manifold and put a M90 supercharger from a GM.
Yep.
Or you can buy a really expensive, what's the company that makes that manifold? It's like
850 Fab.
850 Fab makes a J manifold and it's like over $1,000.
Yep.
So.
Or Andy Gerzina with Gerzy Bear Performance, I believe is how you pronounce it. He makes a amazing supercharger kit, which I actually might invest in as well. And I saw that it does replace the AC compressor, but he did team up with a company that makes an electronic AC compressor, so it's compatible. And I might go that route because that makes some nice smooth power. I don't have to cut a hole in the hood for an M90. I don't have to buy a crazy expensive manifold and then make a Y to the turbo because the 850 Fab manifold only comes to the V-bands, and then you have to make a Y to the turbo, which is going to cost you a little bit more money as well.
There you go. All right, guys, we just hit 16 minutes, so I just want to wrap up basically what we were talking about. Is so Ray's car's 2002 Acura TL, originally automatic, bought a 2003 Acura CL Type S 6-speed manual, took everything out of it, along with the engine and transmission and wiring, seats, dash, put it in his TL. No longer has operating rear doors, but the car runs, drives, passes inspection, emissions, and that's the way he did it. Like he said, he bought the car for $400, right?
Yep.
$400, and he had everything. Engine, transmission. For $400, you probably can't even buy the transmission. No. So definitely keep an eye out, guys. If you see those types of cars for sale on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, buy them, even if they're smashed, because his was completely smashed in the front, and we use everything.
You can take the swap out alone.
Wait, that's one thing I wanted to ask. What are you running for a radiator and radiator hoses?
The TL Type S radiator and radiator hoses.
Okay, so the
TL Type S radiator sits about an inch higher than the base radiator, but obviously it's still the same body, so the hood still clears the radiator just fine. You can use a 98 to 02 thicker Accord aluminum radiator. They do fit. You do have to make your own kind of custom brackets, but it will fit 98 to 02 Accord V6 radiator aluminum. It's that nice fancy aluminum, a couple inches thick. You can use that. You can find it on eBay for about $150.
Well, there you guys go. We're gonna end this video here at 18 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this answered some of your questions. Ray is only a phone call away and a quick 15-minute drive, so we're definitely gonna keep tabs on his car and his build. He's got some things planned. We've been talking about buying turbos, manifolds. We just got to figure it out because nobody makes a bolt-on kit for this car with this motor combination. So we're going to figure things out, but we're definitely going to bring you guys along. So definitely stay tuned. And thanks, Ray, for talking about your car. And
yeah, no problem.
I'm going to see you guys in the next one.
Yep. Make sure you subscribe to Hummy Hit VTech.
Oh, yeah.